Hello everybody, welcome to my playthrough of Macedon on Rome Total War. Now I just want to say before I start that this is one of my favourite games that I have ever played in my entire life, and I've been a gamer since I was 13. And I'm really excited to show you one of my favourite factions in my favourite game. And we are going to play this on very hard, because I have played this game... Oh, sorry. Very hard and very hard, because I've played this game so many times, and no advice obviously, because I've played this game so many times, so many hundreds of hours, that I just know it inside and out. So as you can see, Macedon is not exactly one of the original starting factions that CA originally planned to have in this game, so that's why the map here looks so ridiculous. I have opened up all of these factions using a particularly simple mod, one of the very few mods that I've ever actually used, that you can basically just go into some of the text files and change like two things around, and it opens up all these factions, and without crashing, and they work perfectly. Now why am I picking Macedon? Because Macedon has an amazing balance of units, really good cavalry, good phalanxes, and overall it's just a fantastic faction. Now, short campaign. Why short campaign? Because this is my first ever YouTube commentary, and I want to do something short, show you how I play this game. So, without further ado, let's get started.
The Greeks could rule the world. Alexander did. He took a Greek army to the Far East. There was nothing left to conquer. The world was his.
So all the troops you can see obviously come from the Greek city-states, because there wasn't a Macedon intro video.
The three men Greeks have turned on each other instead of their proper enemies. Those who envy all the Greeks have done.
But considering this is in the Successors Kingdom period, a lot of these same lessons still apply. The Greeks have turned in on themselves.
I also hope. The world turns. What was may come again. The fates still spin the web of men's lives. So now, perhaps the gods wish Greeks to be great again. Perhaps a new Alexander will take up the sword. Bring order where there is chaos. Remake the world of men to a better plan. Perhaps.
Well, the Greeks certainly won't be able to, but the Macedonians certainly will. So here we are on the campaign map. This is our starting position. As you can see, I am in possession of 4 cities down the spine of classical Greece, I suppose you could call it, and Macedon. Let's have a quick look at our strategic situation, which we can have a look down here, have a look over here, have a look around. So around me, first immediate threats are rebels in Athens. Not really a threat, I'll take them up pretty quick. Athens is a fantastic port. It builds up wealth really quickly, and gives a nice little port so we can start thinking about going into Asia Minor. Down here we have Sparta, which is going to be not as strong as you might think it was based on the films 300 and all that kind of stuff. They haven't got any walls. They've got, what have they got? I can't see anything right now. See if I can move my spy down here, have a look. They've got a few good units. They do have one Spartan unit to start off with, I believe, but if you can get a couple of archers around the back of that, then that's not usually a problem, and a couple of cav takes it out pretty well. So that's the Greeks here. That's my first threat. I want to take them out as quickly as possible. If we go over here, we have the Dacians and the Thracians. The Dacians up here, and the Thracians over here somewhere. So Bylazora is going to be a place I'm going to need to defend very carefully. So basically what I'm going to do there is build up some good walls, and then put in some pikemen to just sit and defend there for probably about 50 turns before I actually bother to push out in the north, because I'm going to be focused very much on the south and on Italy. for the foreseeable future. So my plan is to get Athens, take out the Greeks on the mainland, move on to Apollonia, and probably within 10 to 15 turns I'm already going to be facing some Romans coming from here. The Brutii, I believe it is, coming across over here and into Apollonia, and then I'm going to have to fight them there, and then I will take the fight into Italy, because the Romans are very, very powerful in the post-Marian period. So the quicker I take them out, the better. So that's kind of my strategy. Take these guys out. Once I've got these cities, I'm going to have a lot of wealth building up very quickly, and then I can pretty much do whatever you want, because as one of the frequent things comes up on here, it says money is the sinew of war. And that's very true. If you have enough money on here, you can do pretty much whatever you like. So let's get started. Let's build some buildings. Now, I like to go for the fairly military build straight away. Let's have a look what have I got. Lancers. I'm going to try and push for... Now, I haven't played this game for quite a long time, actually. I don't remember exactly how things work. Oh, good. I'm going to upgrade that straight away, because once that's upgraded, I can get some walls and better pikemen. Better walls, better pikemen, and that's just going to be the core to this defensive strategy in the north here for the next 50 turns, as I say. So down here, I'm not too worried about phalanx pikemen, because, frankly, militia pikemen is going to be perfectly good, and I'll just complement them with archers and light stuff. So I'm going to put that in there straight away. Actually, this gives me peltas, doesn't it? Actually, I'm going to hit what temples have we got? Ares, Artemis, Ares. So I'm going to go for a bit of an Ares build as well, because I want to get some good points there. So Corinth again. Let me think. I really want to get archers as soon as possible, because archers plus cavalry plus just a little bit of infantry is fine. Like, I can run rings around any of my opponents coming up against me if I have some decent cav and some decent missile units. So I'm going to need to upgrade to let me think. I'm going to upgrade to... Well, let me think. If I can put... This place, I already have some stables. That's fantastic news. So here, I'm going to start building some militia pikemen. Here, I'm going to build a port, because that'll give me some income going. Here, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Right, what am I doing with recruitment? Got that. Okay, levy pikemen are absolute dog shit. They just die straight away. They come up against anything, they just collapse. They're more expensive, and there's more of them. They have slightly... Well, they do have worse stats than Militiopoulos. There's no reason to buy levy pikemen unless you want something for the enemy to attack. So that's the only purpose they ever serve. So I'm going to get a couple of light lancers, and I'm going to work my way up to archers as quickly as possible. In fact, I'm going to go straight in for archers, because the moment you have archers is the moment you win every single battle on the Greek peninsula here. So yeah, let's end this first turn. So something I didn't do in that first turn was to use my agents properly. And by properly, I mean basically mapping out, scouting out the map to reveal the locations of towns and to get trade deals with your rivals, my rivals. So you've got some light lancers ready, fantastic. So once I get a few of them in my army, things are going to be looking pretty sweet there, because they'll be able to literally run rings around all the other enemy units, because they're just going to have hoplites and probably some crappy hoplites. Now you can see the Dacians, they want to trade rights with me, which is kind of irrelevant in this game, because so I've read, the diplomatic thing and the army thing is on two completely different ALA systems. So whatever they say here is completely irrelevant to what actually happens on the campaign map in terms of army movement. So they're going to have trade rights, but I pretty much guarantee you, on very hard, within about 10 turns, they'll be attacking by Lazora. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting map information, because at the moment they don't hate me too much, and map information is really important because you can get... you can see where all their towns are, basically. So I'm going to make this offer. Accepted. That's what I thought. So as you can see, I can already see the location of their 2 towns. Now this isn't super important right now, and isn't really super important anyway because I know exactly where these towns are. I've played this game too many times, but it will give me a nice easy target to walk through when we go up there. So Dacia, their units are pretty terrible. Now what they'll be spamming Bylazora with is like barbarian sort of spear band or something like I forget the name. Just like the shittest unit basically, and probably some archers. Just be constantly be bombarding me with it for the next 50 turns until I turn around and actually attack them. I'm not too worried about them. Thrace is slightly more concerning because they have slightly better units, I think, on the whole. But again, like I say, if I can get some decent hoplite, like some upgraded hoplites here, and a couple of archers in here, and I can just wreck any single enemy. So that is my plan there. Not very sophisticated, but it is effective and proven. Might sound a little defensive as well, but it gets the job done. Right, here, what have I done? Oh, I built a militia thingamabob. I have one thing of that, so I'm gonna... Again, because you see, like, if I build this I get levy pikemen, but they're absolutely terrible. If I build this I get peltas, and peltas are pretty terrible in this game, frankly. And Rome 2, javelin units are a lot better than in this game. This game they're basically just horse fodder, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So, also, you might be asking, why do I just assume I'm going to be attacked constantly? Well, in this game it seems that if you play on very hard, everyone around you just attacks you. They don't care what's happening to anyone else. They just attack you. Again, turn after turn after turn, they just attack you. Oh, I don't need that there. I can build a port here. Now, ports are good. They give you money, and they can give you an opportunity to build a fleet, which I won't be taking for a little while, but the opportunity is there, and that's very helpful. Now, where's the other? Yeah, okay, they're going to be building my archers pretty soon. So here I want that, and I want. Let's have a look. I'm going to go for. Yeah, let's go for that, because if I can get some horses, like I said, I can just be running around these guys, and I only need the very basic militia hoplites to actually do any other jobs for me. Now, again, I'm playing on very hard, so what you're going to see in the battle is that my troops are going to have just the most brittle morale you could possibly imagine. So, I'm going to need to be very fast with what I do with things. Okay, so can you see here? Right, should be able to see him. Yeah, right, so he's got hoplites, so this army I could take out pretty easy. Now what's he got in Sparta? See, there's the Spartan hoplites. This is the only unit I should be concerned about right now. Now what's going to happen, because this is on very hard, this army is going to attack me pretty soon, so I'm going to move some units down, because the rebels, they are a problem, and they're an opportunity, but I don't need to worry about them too quickly. Now, is that going to go red? No, okay, so you can see that face is blue. I don't have to worry about rebellion there just yet. And I think I have a unit being trained. I don't. I will build something here. I might use them later, so I'll just build that now. So I'm going to bring these guys down to confront. Now, what have I got for mercenaries? Nothing. Is that because I don't have any money? Or yeah, no money. That's fine. Well, I've got archers here, see? So I'm going to bring that in here. I'm also going to bring him in here. So you can see now I've got a nice strong army. That's looking like a very nice army right now, that I am going to come down and start fighting the Greeks with. Now Thermon's got a couple of units there, so that leaves Illyria a little bit open, but I don't think that's going to be a problem just yet. Now they've got another set of archers there. That's beautiful. So I'm going to come down, attack him, take Sparta, and then I'm going to hit Thermon. Alright, it's been 3 turns. I usually play this game very aggressively, so I've been actually pretty mild by my standards so far. I'm also going to build a shrine to Ares here. Let me think. Yeah, Ares, because then I can get slightly upgraded troops. Because again, like I say, I've got militia hoplites. They already have pretty poor morale, which it doesn't say here, but they do. So I'm going to need to, if they get upgraded, the second temple of Ares, they get some upgrades, and that makes them slightly less pathetic in battle. So that's the plan right now. Like I say, very defensive one for Bylazor and very aggressive elsewhere. And again, Thrace, they're offering map information without asking it from me. Fantastic. You don't know where my cities are. Ha 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 ha. So again, Thrace, that's going to be one of the cities. They'll probably throw some troops at Thessalonica because they can come around here. And like I say, Dacia is going to be attacking down here very, very soon. So, where did that army go? Oh, there it is. Okay, great. So I'm going to come down here. No. No need to declare war until I'm absolutely in position. Practice range. I don't have enough money for that. That's annoying. Can I? No, bum. Right, great. Now this is going to give me archers. Archers are they just make everything so much better. Like this is. Archers are the reason that Macedon is so much better than Greece. They just make everything so much better. So, yeah, next turn looks like I'm just about going to make that fight. So next turn we're going to have our first battle, and I'm going to... What do I have here? Yeah, okay, everything's moving fine so far. But that army there is probably... Once I attack the Greeks, they're probably going to move straight on Larissa, which is fine because I should be able to take Sparta pretty quick. They haven't built any walls yet. I should be able to just turn around and take out the Thermonians. Huh? Map information maybe? Oh, okie dokie. Great. So now I know where all their cities are. Again, more the fool you. I will take you out very shortly. And now we are ready for our first battle. Once I find out where the army is. There it is. Must be hiding in those trees there. Brilliant. Excellent. Right, so they've built a couple more units apparently, but as you can see I've got 812 men. I have... I didn't bring those archers from there. Oh, bum. Well, I've got 6 units, 8 units of cavalry, and 4 units of terrible infantry, whilst they have 2, maybe 3 units of really good infantry. So this is basically just going to be me picking off units, their units from behind, like the individual units, and then like charging in from the front. So here we go. Let's get ready. Blah 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 blah. Okay. So I'm not very interested. Right, so as you can see they've got... Oh, also you can see I've got the control camera thing off because obviously it's much easier to do things like this. They have 1 unit of hoplites, that's the only real threat here. These are militia hoplites if I remember correctly, yes. I'm going to save my archers because they're too important. And I'm going to probably attack these guys straight on with my generals because they don't matter. Now I want to get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. These guys aren't only a problem for the front, these guys are slightly more problematic. So I'm going to bring my... Excuse me a minute. Why is there run? Apparently I don't have run as R. I don't know why that is. Oh bum, that's bad. Okay. My controls are funky. Well, even though I'm working with a slightly hobbled camera here, you can see that I'm going to pull these guys out actually, because I can't risk them getting killed, or else I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Oh, where's the run button? Where's the run in this? Why wouldn't they run? Oh, because I've been playing Shogun 2 and Rome 2 quite a lot as well, so I'm used to different controls on this. Right, their peasants are quite foolishly chasing me, so I'm going to just run them down again, while still trying to work out what on earth the run button is, and also the toggle your camera up and down button. That's, I really... Oh, F, got it. Fantastic. Okay, good. So, like I say, that's their least threatening units taken care of. Hooray. So, not a massive victory, but a victory is a victory. Right, I'm going to bring my cab over here. Now, as you can see, my militia hoplites are there, and if I let my militia hoplites get engaged by their hoplites, they will be gone in about 2 or 3 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on his general. My generals are only warmed up, but I have 2 of them. I have a massive numerical advantage. These guys should be on defensive. And, yeah, if these guys would care to hurry up, that would be awesome. So obviously these guys are not going to stand even the remotest chance, but I can do this maybe. Oh, they've already engaged me. Oh dear, that's bad. I'm on a fucking slope. Enemy king has been slaughtered! Yeah, that is. That's fantastic news. Right, so what we can do now is to slam to the back of these things. See, they broke without even me having to touch them. They haven't even lost a man yet, but they've already broken. Right, this is a problem. Because sometimes your own pikes will kill your own men. I think it just happened there. Did it happen there? No, it didn't. Okay, that's good. But they do. Your own pikes do have a habit of killing your own men. So we're going to avoid that. Okay, so taking those out. Now we have, what do we have? We have 3 units of, or 2 is that a hoplite? 2 hoplites and a Spartan knight. That's the only problem. What I want to do is get my archers behind them, militia in front, shoot, and then slam with a couple of slam them with a couple of horse units. Now, you also might be asking, why was I using my general's horse there? That's a very silly thing to do, because if your general dies, then your army is probably going to rout. Well, because there's so freaking many of them in the unit, and because they're so powerful, against really early units like this, they're very, very unlikely to die, and they definitely 100% will give you an absolute ton of kills, which is much better. Oh, run is H. Oh, right, okay, I should probably remember that. That'd probably be helpful to remember. Right, it would also be helpful if I put my cavalry where I said I would, on the flanks. Right, there we go. Okay, see, the game works better when you know what the controls are. Now, obviously I don't really care about my militia hoplites very much. They're very, very cheap, they're very, very shit. I know they will die, they know they'll die probably. So when they die, it's not exactly a massive loss to anybody. I'm gonna bring these guys around because, you know, why am I saving them? What am I saving them for? Nothing really. See, this is also another benefit. They've already broken up their army. You've got, and also why the AI is so fucking terrible. They've already broken up their army to engage me piecemeal. Whereas I'm not going to engage me piecemeal. Yeah, if you guys could not run into the spears. Oh, they've already lost a guy to a spear. That's great, because I can't replace you guys for fucking forever. Oh shit. They took their pikes out immediately. Not going to make any fucking difference. What the hell are you guys doing? You see, this is a skirmish. What happened to the skirmish AI? That's what I need to do. Oh, that sounded like a lot of horses dying. Oh, good. Oh, good. That was not a good trade. I should probably just go put my Macedonian horse inside of the field because I'm not going to be able to upgrade them, replace any of them for like a long time. So what I'm going to do now, send him in there. Where's the other one? He's there. Okay, he can come up. Boom, 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 boom. See, now they're down to 63, 58, 56. And I still have the vast majority of my horses. So I'm going to pull him out because he's my actual king. They're going to pull their things up because their survival is lively relevant. And they are going to get fucking murdered. And they've just lost their most powerful unit in the game, and they won't be able to get another one of them probably ever again. I hope to wipe them out before they're even able to recruit another one. So that, I'd say, was a pretty successful battle. I'm going to do some mopping up here because the mopping up in this game doesn't work nearly as well as in the other games. Oh, I haven't won yet. Excuse me, getting ahead of myself. So, still got one more unit to kill here, but they're doing the running away thing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 okay, I was not paying nearly enough attention to this battle. Evidently, I only correctly hastened to I cared about these Spartans, because these hoplites are fucking irrelevant, really. See? Dead, gone. What's this? J? Okay, good. Not ready, let's go. They're over there. Don't use those, use the lower answers. So, again, a victory. First victory against, took out the king, took out the Spartan hoplites. I'm about to take Sparta imminently, I'd say. As soon as my light lasts get down here, hopefully I can take these guys out. Hopefully I can take these guys out before they get off the map. Should be able to hit them, not sure if I'll take them out completely though. They're gonna go down, they're gonna go down. Hit them. Oh, let's watch this. In they go, in they go, in they go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah.
The enemy show their true virtue.
Let's just wrap this up. That's okay. That's what my lances are good for.
God be praised.
Smash
This
them with that.
victory surely they were, not that of mortals like us.
Excellent. Now I lost way too many men in that battle. As you can see, my miniature hoplites are pretty much decimated, but I don't care at all because their infantry was far, far better. I knew it, and that's why the game gave them even odds because their infantry was so much better. I'm very pissed off. I wasted my my Macedonian cavalry though, because look at that, 43. That's 11 men wasted for no reason at all. Now, let's go and occupy fucking Sparta and obviously exterminate the population, because in this game, if you do anything, like the population tends to get out of control, so it's very good to just get them done. Now, I'll have basic walls because it's good to have basic walls, and I can retrain everyone. I can. And what do they have? Do they have a temple? They do. Oh, experience bonus. Excellent, nice. Alright, so I'm going to train all my troops. And that's going to be the end of this episode, guys. So, join me next time for when I attack Athens, Thermon, and possibly Apollonia. Alright, see you later.